Good evening, welcome to the 56th edition of The Voice, and you are listening with Shrejan. Climate change is the environmental challenge of this generation, and it is imperative that we act before it's too late. With this quote, I hope you would have understand our today's topic, that is climate change. Today's headline are as follows. Ridhima Pandey, the Indian girl who has petitioned UN against climate crisis. Melting of ice is causing more global warming. Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting species. Plastic causing problems to animals, wildlife and humans. Fire of Amazon forest. Global warming leads to extinction of trees. Now let's hear the news in details. 11-year-old girl Ridhima Pandey from Haridwar filed a complaint to protest lack of government action on the climate change. Talked with reporter Stuti Bafna in a phonetic interview.
So, Ridhima, first of all, congratulations, and now I would like to start my interview.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question to you, Ridhima, is in UN, what was your petition about?
So basically, our petition is about the countries which have signed on the child rights, the global leaders are producing a large number of carbon emissions. The countries those are producing a large amount of carbon emissions, and due to that, our rights are violated. So that's why we have filed a petition in UN.
Okay, so how was your experience with Greta?
It was great, and she was very hardworking, and like she didn't spoke to us very well. Like she didn't talk to us very much, but yeah, it was very good.
Okay, so as you have filed a complaint to protest the lack of government action on climate crisis, right? So,
Hmm.
what do you think the strict action Indian government must take?
So the Indian government is like doing much work on paper. The Indian government is like doing more work on paper but less work on ground. So I want them to do more work on ground so that there should be we could like have like we can protect our environment.
As I know that you are a daughter of one of the environment activists, right?
Yeah.
So, according to you, what should be a common man responsibility, like especially youth, to save the environment?
uh, like uh, the common people can just do like they can just take small steps from their home, like they can save electricity, they can save water, they can save paper, and they should not use plastic bags and
Okay.
plastic water bottles, because if they'll not buy plastic, if they'll not purchase plastic, so the company will ultimately stop making it, because like if nobody is using, so like there is waste to make that. So like they can like they can take small steps which can help us, which can be helpful to stop global warming.
Thank you so much, Ridhima, and once again, congratulations for being among the 16 children from the world.
This is after the encouragement by the current Brazilian government in power that has greatly reduced enforcement of illegal deforestation with the Amazon. Reported by Anjali Malhotra.
In face of climate change is the reluctance of mankind. The anthropogenic activities, yet again, do not cease to suffocate the mother nature. The ablaze Amazon forest, of which about 60% lies in Brazil, is being deforested for agricultural activity and development. This is after the encouragement by the current Brazilian government in power that has greatly reduced enforcement of illegal deforestation within the Amazon. Any attempts to curb them have to operate in the bedrock of violence and lawlessness. There are 80% more fires now than the same time last year. This trend of forest fires further increases with the relentless deforestation of the El Nino drought years. On the other side of the world, Indonesian Borneo and Sumatra witness hundreds of wildfires compounding to the imbalance of Earth's natural equilibrium.
UN report on biodiversity put this estimate that millions of species are at risk of getting extinct. Reported by Harsh Nayak.
Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting species and their habitat to prevent them from getting extinct. The major threats to wildlife are overexploitation, poaching, hunting, pollution, and climate change. A 2019 UN report on biodiversity put this estimate that million species are at risk of getting extinct. To address these issues, there have been both national and international government efforts to preserve Earth's wildlife. Prominent conservation agreements include the 1973 Convention on International Trade and Endangered Species of Wildlife, Fauna and Flora, and the 1992 Convention on Biological Diversity. There are also numerous non-government organizations dedicated to conservation such as the National Conservancy, World Wildlife Fund, and Conservation International.
Things which carry in plastic bags will become dangerous day by day, said by Professor Sanjay Sharma in a special interview taken by Garima Yadav.
प्लास्टिक का जो मेन इशू है, क्यों प्लास्टिक इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो गया है, वो इसलिए क्योंकि प्लास्टिक डिग्रेडेबल नहीं है, बायोडिग्रेडेबल नहीं है। और जब बायोडिग्रेडेबल नहीं है तो प्लास्टिक को अगर नेचुरली हम सोचें कि वो अपने आप वो कब डिकम्पोज़ हो जाएगा, तो उसको सैकड़ों साल लग जाएंगे डिकम्पोज़ होने में। तो ऐसी चीज़, ऐसी आर्टिकल, ऐसा सब्सटेंस जो कि एनवायरनमेंट में बरसों तक एज इट इज़ रहने वाला है, डिकम्पोज भी नहीं होने वाला है, प्लस जिसकी वजह से हमें और बहुत सारी दिक्कतें हो रही हैं। आपकी लैंडफिल्स आपकी ख़त्म होती जा रही हैं, आपका जो वाटर में जो आपके फ़्लो है, जहाँ जहाँ फ़्लो है वहाँ अगर प्लास्टिक का जो वेस्टेज है वो अगर जमा होता है तो कहते हैं ना, बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है। अगर एक एक आदमी भी ये सोचे कि हम प्लास्टिक के पदार्थों का काम में नहीं लेंगे, या हम छोटी सी बात है, हम सब्ज़ी लेने जाएंगे तो अपना थैला साथ लेके जाएंगे, प्लास्टिक की पॉलीथीन में सब्ज़ी नहीं लाएंगे। तो ऐसा प्रयास अगर एक एक आदमी भी करेगा, धीरे धीरे जन चेतना बढ़ेगी, जन चेतना से जन भागीदारी बढ़ेगी, और जन भागीदारी बढ़ेगी तो निश्चित रूप से प्लास्टिक के उपयोग में कमी आएगी।
When temperature rises and ice melts, more water flows to the seas from glaciers and ice cap, and ocean water warms and expands in volume. Reported by Neha Sharma.
Surface ice is simply melting as global temperatures rise, causing gaseous rivers of meltwater to flow into the ocean and push up sea levels. Global warming has caused them to be less stable, to move faster towards the ocean and add more ice into the water. There are no words through to describe how much and how fast the ice is changing. Melting ice causes more warming, as global warming causes more snow and ice to melt each summer. The ocean and land that were underneath the ice are exposed at the Earth's surface. Because they are darker in color, the ocean and land absorb more incoming solar radiations and then release the heat to the atmosphere.
Extinctions of tree causes problems not only in India but to the world, said Manish Arya in a faculty interview taken by Sakshi Singh.
ग्लोबल इशू है एनवायरनमेंट का, उसे मैं मानता हूँ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग को। आपने देखा होगा हर साल एक एनवायरनमेंट को लेकर एक सर्वे आता है जिसके अंदर आपको ये बताया जाता है कि ये दिखाया जाता है उस रिपोर्ट में कि किस तरीके से जो ग्लेशियर्स हैं वो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से पिघल रहे हैं, ठीक है, और किस तरीके से जल स्तर बढ़ रहा है। और सबसे बड़ा जो इसका कारण है वो है पेड़ों की कटाई, कि अंधाधुंध जो पेड़ों की कटाई चल रही है उससे तापमान में बढ़ोतरी हुई है, हर साल बढ़ोतरी होती जा रही है। और ग्लोबल वार्मिंग एक ऐसा इशू है जो सारे हमारे एनवायरनमेंट के सभी इश्यूज पे इफेक्ट करता है।
Thank you, and you are listening to the 56th edition of The Voice, and we will soon update it with 57th edition. Keep listening to The Voice and save the environment. Credits: News Editor Mr. Shailendra Pratap Singh Bhati, Associate News Editor Mr. Pandit Amandeep, Coordinator of this edition Stuti Bafna, and Anchor Srejan.